Nothing is more special to a young athlete than getting selected to play in their sport of choice. A moment that only some experience, but all can enjoy. Every sports draft is a great reminder that we all rely on the future. For my topic, I look at the history of this draft, their impact on young athletes' lives, the draft system, and the importance the draft holds on every team. For a young athlete getting drafted, it is rewarded with big-time success with media, publicity, and a favorable salary. A lot of this success can get to a young athlete rather fast if not matured. So it is important that teams picking these young athletes scout them well and study their off-court actions. A great athlete is something every franchise owner wants, but what they look for most importantly is great character. An example of character affecting talent is in 2003, the Detroit Pistons selected Darko Milicic with the second overall pick. Milicic quickly began to struggle to adjust to the NBA. His bad attitude did not help him either, often getting into verbal confrontations with teammates at practice. Milicic did not receive a lot of playing time during his rookie season. This, combined with the bad attitude, prevented him from developing into a top 3 talent. For sports draft, it is a beacon of hope for a struggling franchise. It is proven fact that the teams that draft well often turn their losing franchises into championships. In the NBA draft, the top 4 worst teams are locked in to receive a top 4 pick. Each of these 4 teams have a 14% chance of winning the number 1 overall pick. In the NBA, there are 2 rounds of 30 selections. In theory, every team is given at least 2 picks. But trades can happen where teams can trade picks for players or players for more selections. In the NFL, it is a more traditional system, with the worst team selecting the number 1 overall pick and the second worst team selecting the second overall pick, and so on. There are 7 rounds with 32 selections made in each round. This comes out to 259 players selected in each draft. The aspect that makes the NFL draft different than the NBA draft is the constant amount of trades. Oftentimes, NFL teams will draft up in the draft to select a player that they believe won't be there when it's their time to select. All sports drafts hold massive implications for a team's future going forward. A team could be set back many years if not drafting carefully. This could help them end up in a never-ending cycle of selecting at the top of the draft every year. A team that is successful at drafting can turn their already winning franchise into a dynasty. In 2003, the Cleveland Cavaliers were awarded the number 1 overall pick for finishing 17-65. With the first overall pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers selected LeBron James, a basketball phenom straight out of high school. James quickly became the talk of the NBA as he won Rookie of the Year. LeBron transformed the Cavs into an irrelevant franchise to a relevant franchise. For the next 8 years, the Cavs would become a dominant playoff team. The Cavs would visit the NBA Finals in 2007. LeBron transformed the struggling Cavs into a winning and incompetent franchise. In conclusion, I hope you understand the importance of drafts, how much thought these drafts can garner, and how much a young athlete can go through during the draft process. So let's look forward to the future, where I believe is the most important aspect of life.